IELTS speaking exam. Now, first things first, do not memorize answers. This is a definite not to do in the exam, and I would like you instead to try a different strategy, which is record yourself while speaking. I think that if you get a sense of how your voice sounds and what your accent is really like as you speak and as you answer exam-like questions, then you would have a much greater chance in the exam of sounding natural, fluent, and confident, which is exactly what you want to achieve. Second of all, once you've done this and you are fully aware of your capabilities in English, of your countenance, of your gesturing, and of your speech flow, you should then definitely learn about the format and become master of the exam format. What do I mean by that? Let me tell you a little story about the IELTS speaking. It contains 3 parts, no more, no less. The first part is about yourself, it's a getting to know you stage, and knowing this, I think you can make sense of why memorizing answers is not a good idea. You cannot memorize everything about yourself, you need to sound natural. Second of all, when you reach the second step of the speaking interview in the IELTS, you'll be given a slip of paper. That slip of paper contains a topic about which you are invited to talk. The topic is usually personal also. It's an event from your life, such as, I don't know, your fondest childhood memory, or a book you were very inspired by. Who knows? Anything that would seem rather memorable, interesting, and would get you talking. There are a few points that you need to cover about that topic. So again, once you've done this, and you are fully aware of how you sound and what you can achieve, you can start thinking about the 2-minute time limit, which is the time limit in the second part of the IELTS. Again, go back to this step, look at the task, and try to answer it. But before you do, know this, you have 1 minute preparation time. Use this time carefully and smartly. Use this time to write down your ideas, maybe a few linking words in case you have problems with linking your ideas, maybe a few quotes or even short sentences that you could use. If you feel like not writing anything, that's also fine, but take advantage of this 1 minute that you will have in the exam as well to prepare your talk. And last but never the least, the third part of the exam, we're not really done here until you have answered questions outside of your regular comfort zone, so outside of your own self. The third part of the IELTS needs a little more practice. It's about topics that are interesting to everybody, current affairs, news stories, trending topics of discussion such as globalization or urbanization, the influence of technology on people's lives, anything that is contemporary and is of some interest to humanity, implicitly to you too. Therefore, if you practice exam questions, you will sound a little more mature because you will have, I suppose, already developed a few ideas that you could say about any given topic. So how do you do that? How do you gather ideas? Practicing is obviously not enough. If you haven't got the right idea, find it. This is my last tip for you. Expose yourself to different topics. Watch the news, read magazines, watch the Discovery Channel. Why not? Anything that you find as a useful source of information regarding current affairs and trending topics is something you want to watch and, of course, tap into. Now, going back to everything that we've discussed, sound natural, record your own voice and become aware. Find out about the exam format a little more than I told you in these few minutes that we have. Practice your exam questions by answering them as you could and expose yourself to the different topics that might appear in the IELTS exam. Thank you for watching and good luck with your IELTS speaking test.